Was your injury in the emergency room due to the fact that doctors did not recognize an obvious emergency situation? Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to talk with you today about how injuries can occur in an emergency room when doctors fail to recognize an obvious emergency. For example, there was a situation in which a woman who was overweight, she showed up to the emergency room and she was in her mid-40s, and she complained to the staff about having chest pains. She also informed the staff that she had a history of heart attack in her family. Well, the triage nurses and all of the upfront personnel, they did everything that they were supposed to do. They took a correct history. They got the patient prepped to see the emergency room doctor. And the emergency room doctor comes in and he talks to the patient some more. And the patient again complains to the doctor of chest pains, shortness of breath, and things of that nature. Well, based on the patient's history and the complaints, the emergency room doctor orders an EKG. And the EKG is done, and this is the result of the EKG. The EKG reveals that the patient was not getting oxygen to her heart. And based on this, the standard of care required that the doctor hospitalize the patient and take more tests, x-rays and other types of tests that should have been done. Well, the emergency room doctor did not do this. What the emergency room doctor did was gave the patient a nitroglycerin patch, gave the patient a prescription for nitroglycerin, and sent the patient on her way. We fast forward in time about 3 hours later, and we see that the patient is back at the hospital and the patient has suffered a massive heart attack. Well, the standard of care in this particular situation, based on what the plaintiff's expert was saying, is that the standard of care required that the doctor not release the patient and that the doctor do the x-rays and keep the patient hospitalized. Now, I realize that more than likely you have more questions about your situation. If you're watching this video right now, more than likely you've suffered an injury in an emergency room in a hospital here in Maryland. This is what I invite you to do. It costs you absolutely nothing to pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer medical malpractice questions like yours all the time, and I'll be glad to listen to your story. I know that more than likely you probably have a lot of worry that's going on right now based on your situation, and I may be able to help alleviate some of that by explaining the process to you. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we'll see you next time. Guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.